family, we'd like to welcome you to our parish, St. Paul's in Dallington, as we not only just celebrate the life of Elijah, but we celebrate the reality that the Lord has called him from this life. The Lord gave him to Julie and I, and he was baptised as a Christian, and his life was joined to the Lord. And I just want to share a little bit about him this morning. Elijah Michael James, a true follower of Jesus, and the joy that was in his heart from that relationship. His life has come to an end, and he's been called home. But for Elijah, his life has not ended; it's simply changed. Elijah was born in about 625, wasn't it? 625 on Wednesday the 7th of February in Burwood Hospital in 2004. Julie, Francesca and I had been in Christchurch just a matter of weeks really before Elijah was born. We made the decision to move from our home in Auckland and to Christchurch in November. And at that time Julie was heavily expecting Elijah, and we had the blessing of staying with a number of people, and a little bit, we felt a little bit like the Holy Family because we didn't have our own place to live, and the Lord provided a place for us just a week before Elijah was born. As with our daughter Francesca Gabrielle, Julie and I prayed and asked the Lord for the names that we should call our child. And the names that the Lord gave us were Elijah, which means Yahweh is my God, and Michael, which means who is like unto the Lord. And he was named James after me, which after his late great-grandfather, James Perry. From the beginning of his life, Elijah was always a joy to us. And a joy to Francesca as well. When he was about 9 months old, his GP found that he wasn't meeting some of the same milestones for children his age, and had referred us to a specialist to try and determine what was causing that. We had a whole barrage of tests and nothing was really clearly evident. He was described as having a global developmental delay. This resulted in engaging an early intervention team, and we heard some of their sharing last night as we gathered. A physio, a speech therapist, an early intervention teacher, an occupational therapist to work with him and assess him. Just before Easter last year, we went for a visit to the specialist, and the registrar said that he wanted to do a test on Elijah for a condition called Angelman syndrome. Something that neither Julie and I heard of before, and when I went back to work and Julie went home, we went Google Angelman syndrome. And when we came home in the evening, the key characteristics that we recognised were indeed Elijah even before we had the genetic testing. That Tuesday was a tremendous time of grief for us, but we were able to then know what we were dealing with Elijah. Through that we've had contact with other families of children with Angelman syndrome. We very much crave to need to meet other children and other families who were on the same journey that we were. His infectious smile was something that captivated the hearts of many people, in fact, probably all the people that Elijah came in contact with. I remember here being at Mass one night, and we were right down in the back of the church here, and Elijah had crawled up and was round, and there was an Indian man who was also sat down the back, and all it took was for Elijah to smile at him, and he made a beeline to him with his arms, pulling at his beard and going to his glasses and hugging him and loving him. And indeed that was the case, the joy that was in his heart. Sorry? Okay. We like to climb. We like to climb on people. We like to climb on things. We like to fall over things. And we just recently had this wonderful bed that he couldn't climb out of. Also, today is one of about the three or four journeys that Elijah's managed to stay still in the car. It was about this time of the morning every Saturday morning, just about every Saturday morning, that I would take Francesca and Julie across to some piano lessons, and then take Elijah across to some swimming lessons as well. And the number of times that we drove and we had to stop because he had this ability to drop his shoulders and squeeze his arms out of the seatbelt. And the days that we took some children to school in the mornings, and it came to the weekends and we forgot to put the kiddie lock on. Only last weekend, and I never told you, we were probably doing 85 kilometres an hour down the expressway, and I thought, oh, that's a lot of road noise, sure enough. The door was open. I could have turned to the forest. Along with the Angelman syndrome came a number of things, and one of those things was sleeping issues and also the seizures that finally resulted in severe damage to his body. I recounted last night, but I just remember with joy the number of mornings that we woke up sometimes in a row to go into his room to find him poo under his fingernails and through his hair and on the walls and through the cot and through the sheets. The Lord give us strength all that time to journey with Elijah. There are many, many more things that I could share this morning about Elijah. And we all have those stories, and as time goes on, we'll be able to share some of those things, and the Lord will use those things to console us. And the times that we miss Elijah, the times that we miss Elijah the most. We've been blessed with being able to have Elijah home, and people come and spend time, and for us to spend time with him. I'd just like to this morning just acknowledge once again the staff that cared for Elijah in the emergency department at Christchurch Hospital in the intensive care unit. I'd like to just acknowledge the love and support of many people who have helped us on our journey with Elijah. And most of all, we just personally as a family we give thanks to God for Elijah. And Lord, we just give them back to you. And we thank you for his life. And we also pray that his life will continue to impact all the people that read the blog. And be assured, if there's a thing on order of service today that's got Elijah's blog, I just invite you to come and just continue to journey with me. And I'm just going to continue just to share our journey with Elijah through this time. Let me also say that after Mass today, we're going to have some refreshments, and we'd like to invite you all to come and be with us at the cemetery at Memorial Park, which is on Ruru Road, and come and just be with us as well. We'll just, if you weren't sure whether you should come, this is my personal invitation. Come and be with us. Please stand today for our opening hymn for Elijah's Requiem Mass. He does it, Elijah.